That challenge is coming next. But first they need to deal with Russia. How are they going to deal with Russia and then next move to China? How can they deal with everybody? How do they contain us? Imagine this tiny Eritrea is being contained by them. We're being punished with their sanctions every time. We have to be punished because we're not bowing. We are not bound to their conditionalities. We are a very small threat. We are not even a threat to them. But they have to contain us. Sanctions, 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 conflict here, conflict there. Now, I think we need to strategize. And I say Russia will have to lead this strategy. Russia will have to design a plan on facing this declared war. Not only on Russia, but it's a global war. And everybody should come and join Russia on this strategy. The sooner the better. The easier way we can control this hegemonistic strategy and frustrate that strategy, we give peace. Development will come. Nobody is going to bother us. Nobody is going to bully everybody. Sanction, bully, defamation, demonize, psychological warfare, sanctions. We need a strategy, an alternative strategy for this hegemonistic declaration of war. And every event, bilateral, multilateral, will have to adopt this strategy. And that's why I said during my intervention, Russia should design a strategy. It's not because Russia will have to do everything. We can make our contributions. It's a matter of ideas. How do we face this hegemonistic strategy so that we can implement bilateral programs, technology, industrialization, agriculture, energy, water management, services, tourism, life, all. How do we do that? Now, and we have to take this into a historical context. This is a continuation of the classical slavery. After slavery came colonialism. Slavery was exterminating populations, exterminating 9 million in the Congo, exterminating the Red Indians in North America, in Canada, exterminating indigenous population and grabbing their land, controlling. And when they control land, they have to take slaves from Africa for their cotton plantation in the United States. That was slavery. Continues to be slavery as is. And then industrialization came. When industrialization comes up, it's a matter of grabbing other resources, and a continuation of slavery under a different form. Colonialism came. They had to colonize land so that they grab land, they control labor, they enslave everybody. Neocolonialism was there. The Cold War, Russia was the hope for the people of the world when the Soviet Union was there. Unfortunately, leaders in the Soviet Union made their mistakes to see the collapse of the Soviet Union, which was a historic tragedy. As you at one point mentioned, that was a historic strategy. In the course of the history of humanity, that was a catastrophe. And that was one of the reasons that encouraged people like Fukuyama, Huntington, to design their strategy of hegemony. Because the Soviet Union collapsed, the Soviet Union disintegrated them, they felt they can control the world for the coming 50 years, 100 years, without anyone challenging them. And that was when this hegemonistic fantasia was developed. Hegemonize. We have seen what they have done the last 30 years. It's a continuation of the same ideology of slavery, colonialism, neocolonialism, then hegemony. The world will have to get out of this state of affair. We are at a crossroads. We believe we are in a transition to a new world order. How do we design a new world order? How can we possibly strategize? How do we mobilize resources? How do we make people aware everywhere that this threat is there for them? And then to get out of this so that they can enjoy their liberty, their freedom, their development without this hegemonistic idea. So I think this